And what is going on YouTube? Just another gaming channel, bringing you just another video. So guys, I'm jumping in a mission or two into the sort of intro Mars stuff. So I've just done the things where you need to collect orbs. Now we're going to do raising our defences as a mission. Oh, actually, while I'm here, let's go grab a few little bits from what's her face. Man, coronavirus is insane. I didn't know this, but YouTube for the since December have been suppressing anyone that talks about the coronavirus. I mean, that company needs to be, I don't know, man. I guess it's inevitable. Because people that rise in positions of power and wealth or authority, 9.8999% of the time are just morally bankrupt and corrupt, and at best they're morally bankrupt and they're just horrible people. They're usually tied in with shitloads of illegal stuff. So there's no, it's expected, but man, there's shit. If anyone, man, there's videos. I'm in the UK. There's videos that I can't watch unless I'm from certain countries. I mean, that's insane. They're rare, but luckily I've got a VPN so I can bypass it. And this stuff is so. There's some stuff that, like, so for example, there was a sort of mini documentary I watched from somewhere in Asia, I think, or sort of Vietnam or somewhere, but it was basically an independent journalist were criticising America, but it wasn't just criticising. This was like serious deep state shit. There's proof, there's documents, there was all official, not declassified, leaked files, whistleblowers and the lot. And man, it was brutal. It was brutal. Anyway, let's go do raising our defences. So yeah, like, because I watched Tim Pool. I'll let Chick say a piece.
It's taken a little convincing to get him on board. The system's becoming a dangerous place. I get the sense that he's worried. I've never seen that from him before.
So, what I was saying is, like the amount of stuff that YouTube, sorry, do Google and YouTube, do they? I think they do, don't they? Anyway, the amount of people that, like, there's like Tim Pool, who's a very generic, like, he's left leaning, but he's very objective and very mild. But like his channel's like on it. I remember about 2 years ago or a year ago, it got leaked. There was like someone from YouTube leaked a shadow banning list, like people that have been basically shadow banned. Like, not there's heavy suppression on, massive suppression on certain channels, shadow banning on others where the notifications don't get pushed. I mean, how is this legal? Like, when you sign up for terms and services, they're meant to provide this as part of the terms and services. You go into a contract and agree. And man, this shit, the reason they've got so much freedom is because they said they were going to be a public forum for public speech, that we're not going to be authors, because authors have to take responsibility for what's published. So as an author, they could be liable for everything. To get around that, they said, no, we're not an author, we're just a platform. But they're suppressing. Governments aren't doing anything. I don't know why governments aren't doing anything about it. I suppose it's just when they've got that much money, all it takes is a couple of mid-level people or a high-level person just to take a bribe or a finance campaign donation. But holy shit, man! Like, I can't believe, like, the coronavirus of all things has been suppressed for the last 3 months. Now you might say, well, I've seen stuff on YouTube. Yeah, you'll have seen like ITV News and official, authoritative, in quotes, companies or news organisations. But holy shit. So the reason I mention it is, like, Tim Pool's like, he's like on a watch list, and he gets heavily suppressed, and he's like one of the most fair dudes. What's scary about YouTube is, if you talk shit, do stupid shit, that's allowed on there, but anything important politically or legally or anything like that is suppressed. It scares me, guys. I think a lot of people don't quite realise. Or they'll be like, oh, it's probably coming and do what they want. No, get that shit out of your mind, guys. You don't know what you're talking about if that's your attitude. You really don't know what you're talking about. Like, so like Sargon of Akkad, like, he's left leaning, but because he challenged the status quo, he's been pushed as far right, alt right. Yeah, he's totally demonetised, but YouTube still run ads on and make a shitload of money off his channel. So imagine, just turn that around, guys. you go to your job one day and go, look, I know you've been working here and you're under contract, but we're not going to pay you anymore, but you've still got to work here.
The last time the
And then,
Guardians team
not only
rescued
that,
Pigeon,
we're going
we were
to
able
pay
to
ourselves
stop a hive
from
god.
your work, hope you don't
With
mind.
on our
And you had
side,
no choice
the
but to
Almighty
continue.
doesn't stand a
Can you
chance.
imagine that shit? But it's, like, that's bad enough, but the censorship, guys, it terrifies me. I wish I had the resources to start with something else. I know people are trying, but what YouTube did is just offer shit for free, offer these services for free. They spent 10 years getting all the shit they needed, and then started doing massive. I mean, there's millions of people being purged and demonetized retroactively for stuff. They've been banned for stuff that they've been doing for 10 years, and suddenly it's a problem. And the worst thing, not worst thing, but one of the really bad things about it is YouTube don't tell anyone what they've done wrong. They don't tell you what the policies are. They don't, you know, they don't tell you. Oh shit. Wow, these are cool. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting these. Sorry to go on a rant, guys. I'm just like, people are laughing about this coronavirus. I've watched hundreds of videos on it and been researching it, and like straight away months ago, I've been telling like family members to start backing up on food. And I know when Tim Pools mentioned it, and other people, everyone's been taking piss and laughing, and now there's supply chains are collapsing, massive corporations are closing down for weeks or a couple of months at a time, supply chains are collapsing, quarantines in countries all around the world. Italy's current death rate, from people that they've treated, the severe cases that have been hospitalised, their death rate is 47% from this coronavirus. I personally think this outbreak is man-made, and it's weird. My brother told me about a dude who predicted that this would happen about, I don't know how many years ago, maybe like 10 years ago, could have been 5 years ago. Well, he predicted that there'd be a man-made, purposely released virus from Wuhan, from China, and from that place. He predicted this years ago, and it's actually happened. I mean, at the time, you're like, yeah, conspiracy, crazy nut job. And it's all happened. It's insane. Sorry, I don't want to go on about that for first 7 minutes ranting about that, guys, but it just makes me so angry. Like, luckily, I'm a shit YouTuber, and I don't put any effort into my videos. I've been meaning to, guys, but with all the health problems, it's very difficult to, you know, again, I always mention it, I just can't help it because it's such a big part of my life, but I eat like 1.5 times a week, and they're usually, I might have like a snack. I don't have meals, can't physically eat them. And on top of that, I sleep a couple of hours a month. And that's hard for people to believe, but it's once I did the 12 or 13 days, it got progressively worse for it since I was 22, I started having problems. For years, I didn't even realise it until one day I was doing about 110 hours awake, and then sleeping for like 5 hours. That's 4 days. That's over 4 days. I didn't even realise. But now I fall asleep for a few minutes at a time. So it's the lack of energy, guys, that prevents me putting effort in. But I am been meaning to start and do real videos with real editing and maybe scripts, and you know, let me know what you think. if you stop listening to, probably like audio left listening to my rant. Luckily my videos aren't monetized. Sorry, I'm just kind of waiting because I'm talking. But do you know one thing we don't do is I think we appreciate the design of Destiny, but I think one thing we don't, like, we notice it, but when you really look at some of the worldscapes that have been created, it's absolutely amazing. Now the problem I've got with Destiny at the moment is all these seasons that were paid massive amounts for, all this extra, like, first of all, the new arm sets, the brown ones, are shit. And the stuff in the store, the new arm sets, are shit, man. They've really lost the creative flair. Like, they must be running out of ideas. Man, Destiny 1, they had the best armor sets by far. Way better than Destiny 2, and I can't even really point to why. Just better quality, more unique, I don't know. But let me know what you think, guys. I think they should release a Grey Knight's armor set for the Titan. Or for all of them, but the Titan would fit. It could have like a proper massive pauldron and an armor piece of power pack up back, and helmet buried into armor. You know, just the helmet shows from all the power pack covers the head, so you've just got this turnable helmet. But man, a Warhammer 40k armor set for all of them, but it'd really work on the Titan. Anyway, sorry guys, let's get into this shit. Ooh. Oh, it's an artifact.
Rasputin's on board. There's something he needs to show you in the EDZ. I think he likes you.
Like you too, bro. I do like Destiny. I like the gameplay. I'm a bit addicted to it. That's why I play it. But I am very bored of this game. I bought the Viral set. Oh, I also bought the Radiant Flux. You know, from the what's it called? The bloody from Destiny 1. The come on, what it's called. Oh, we've got this now. Cool. Okay. Okay. Do we have? Oh, what's this? Landing consecutive hits on enemy targets causes disruption, delaying ability and regeneration, and allowing combat damage. Unstoppable iron cannon. Uninterrupted fire against bullets that cause disruption. That's good. See, the problem is it's hard to know what these unstoppable champions, barrier champions. Sometimes it's hard to know what you're gonna need. So you know. Okay. What do we want? Maybe the barrier champions always seems to be the one that's useful, but I don't know. Let's do overload on SMGs and auto rifles. Oh, we don't have out yet. Okay. Enhanced scout. Oh, cool. Oh, loader. Nice. Small arms loader. Enhanced. Okay, that's cool. So there's a lot of sword stuff this time. There must be bringing some swords into play. Maybe a new exotic sword. I don't know. Okay. Got to go to EDZ, guys. I've probably got an upgrade actually to do while we travel to EDZ. See, what I should do really is edit this out and jump straight there, but am I going to? No, I'll just let it load. I was thinking about, I've got a spare Samsung SSD T5 unbox. Oh, I just bought a Western Digital Black 8TB, 160 quid. Because basically I've got 11 external drives. It's fucking insane. I've got 4 of those little passport ones, those little like Lego bricks. An orange, yellow, by Western Digital. They're all Western Digital. They're 3.0, USB 3.0. My Mac's 3.1 and Thunderbolt 3. But I've got 4 of those at 4TB each. I've got a 4TB Western Digital MyBook and a 6TB MyBook. I've got 3 other. I've got 3 other Western Digitals. It's a 2 of them 2TB. One's another 4TB. Then I've got this 8TB. I've got two SSDs. But I think I want to buy another. Reason I want this Western Digital is that I've got like 7 port hubs, but there's so much like cheap shit on YouTube. It's not cheap, but comparatively speaking, like these were like 40 odd quid each. But like the power pack failed, and I took the plug apart and it had a circuit board in it. There was no power pack. It's insane. But basically, I can only mount like 2 things. If I try and mount 3 drives off this thing, it don't load. And so drives are like failing if I plug other drives in, like not failing but dismounting without being ejected, and over time it can damage it. And I've got like all my movies and different series, and I mean hundreds of different series, you know, hundreds of different anime series, thousands of episodes, tens of thousands of episodes, and movies and all sorts of my PhD work and my master's work and my degree work and all my photography and everything. So I want this 8TB. So I've got stuff backed up, but I want another backup, a single drive that it's got its own power source as well, so it can run off that no problem. But it's so good. I want to back up. I want to run that as a main drive and then use all my other drives as additional backups. But I want a second drive to back everything up off that, and it looks amazing. It's spouted for PS4, PS5. It's a beautiful looking drive, and it's Western Digital Black. It's 7,200, which, believe it or not, they used to be pretty common. But now, as standard for cheapness, most drives are 5,400 rotation, 7,200. It's Western Digital Black, which is their like high-end sort of user drive, very robust, more than very reliable. Sorry, can't get my shit out. Sorry. So this shit opened. Okay, here we go, baby. So yeah, I want to get one more, but I'd like to get 2 more as a third backup, and then I'd like my other drives, so like I can use one of them, constantly run it. The other 2 are additional backups. But then all my other drives are like additional backups that I never use. Like I only use them to back up stuff on instead of, because I often have like 8 or 9. No, I probably have like 7. Anywhere between 7 and 10 drives mounted on my Mac at any one time. I've got like my Series 1 drive, my 4TB, my Series 2 4TB drive, my anime 4TB drive, my movies 4TB drive. Then I'll have my 6TB and an additional 4TB as backup drives. This is awesome. So, but yeah, the Westminster Blackman. Oh, it's an amazing drive. It looks wicked, and I love Western Digital. Like everyone, like Seagate's another big competitor. But if you watch some Lewis Rossman drives, he says like their standard Seagate drive always fails. And I've had Seagate. Man, I tell you what drives fail, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. I used to buy Lacey, and every single Lacey drive I've owned, I had 6 Lacey drives, like the D2, the Quadras, and like this was like the first hard drive I bought was back in 2002, and it was 160 gigabyte Lacey drive, right? But all the power packs always fail. So anyway, the problem I've got, so they all failed. But the 160 gigabyte drive was about £230 at the time, I think. So when you buy an 8TB, I mean the 4TB MyBooks, they're awesome, but they don't have a power pack, which is fine. But they're really good, like really good. Sorry guys, I thought this was an elevator at the bottom, and that was going to be a problem. Wow, can you go in here? Oh, is it a teleporter? It is a teleporter. Sorry, I've been talking about loads of random shit, haven't I, guys? Oh, that's back up. Okay. Ooh, that was hard fun. Just want to go back up. Yeah, okay. Sorry, guys, just check it. Man, I've talked on... Man, we've not done it in 17 minutes. I've talked about a load of crap. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about the coronavirus rant. It's not the coronavirus itself, it's the suppression of all data, all important data has been suppressed by these organisations. I mean, people should be outraged. People make a living off this, okay, off YouTube, and they're getting demonetised for nothing, or for stuff that they've done for 10 years. But the far left extremists, outrage culture, that have seemed to, because they're so petty, they complain all the time about everything. That's why, but you know, most people know it's bullshit. They roll their eyes, okay, and we know this. But finally there's a pushback, because people have had enough. For fucking 10 years of this shit, people have had goddamn enough. Sorry, getting stressed. Relic of the Golden Age. I've got the coordinates to a Seraph bunker at Winding Cove that I didn't know was even there. Anna says there's things Big Red won't even tell me. We need you to head there. This is I like the idea of this. Oh, nice. Oh, Armory. Wow. Nice. I like that it brought some lights back, but this is just the same. Use cash code. Okay, yeah. Eliminate champions and use cash codes. Okay. Help Rasputin analyze combat stuff. Completing patrols in EDZ. Okay. Defeat Cabal. Or defeat Guardians of hand cannons. Okay. Trace rifles. Okay. Grenade launcher. Okay. Ooh, they're expensive. I'm gonna spend all my money. Shit. Okay. So guys, I just need to check my SMG. Okay, so I need to put hand cannon on, or trace rifle, or and a grenade launcher. Do I have another SMG? Nope. I'll choose this for now. Don't have hand cannon. Shit, everything I've got is exotic. Okay, guys, let's go. This is a cool place. I bet there's something in here that's like data or like a find or a scannable. Oh, bunker upgrade. Cool. Okay. What else we got? So we'll pick up a patrol when we're nearby, or no, we'll go to Wanning Cove and then pick up a patrol there. Man, if you realise why I'm running so quick and jumping this, because I've got the stompies on, it's very hard not to use these after getting used to them, which is a shame, because, you know, I mean, they're all like, but it's just really nice having, like, the extra jump speed and height and run speed and all that good stuff. Alright, let's just pick this up here while we're here, guys. We need might as well use this, get this out of the way. The SMG, I mean, using the kills on this. Oh.
Fearing their enemies massing for an assault on the farm.
I shouldn't have killed them until
talk him out of it, huh?
Pick that up. Oh, what the hell? What's the point in that, eh? What's the point in that? Hand cannon. Oh wait, they're exotic, aren't they? Shit. I need a trace rifle as well. Shit. Okay. Fuck. Do I have a trace rifle on me? I don't. Oh. Don't have a grenade launcher. I was gonna pick up the what's the one that was a pinnacle weapon? The grenade launcher. I've got that one. I know I need to go to Anko, guys. I'm just gonna finish up this kill thing here real quick. They've made a few changes to the maybe they made them before, but they've made a few changes to specials, especially the 3-shooter one. Like it gives you an extra chance to get it, but if you get headshots, you can use it more than 3 times. I think something like that. I'm sure that's the one. Okay, Glimmer. What? Okay. Screw that. Okay. Oh, they're going to take a while, aren't they? Jesus. Oh, what? Solar. Okay. Solar. Cabal behind cannons. So it's all about Cabal in it, and generally speaking. Okay. Let's go to Wanning Cove, guys. Man, sorry, I've been on a bit of a rant. The world is literally like falling to pieces, like dying. People are dying, but not that. I mean, that's bad enough. And then people's attitudes towards it are shit. Don't worry. The only reason I've not done this stuff, guys, is because I've done them on the characters. Destiny 1, you used to have to do them on all characters, or you couldn't get the weapons for the other characters. Plus, I were more obsessed. I'm not more obsessed. I suppose I was a little bit more obsessed, but I played like 10 hours a day, and now I can only do like half an hour a day because I've got no energy. I hate it. Help me, guys, help me. What can I do? It's not, I do get hungry, that's the thing. I just don't have an appetite. That's the best way I can explain it. Like, sometimes, a few weeks ago, I cooked in a week period. No, it was about a 2-week period. I cooked like a big meal, like once per week, and just through the process of cooking it and smelling it, by the time it was done, I didn't want it. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like, no appetite, but still get the hunger pains. Oh, shit. What the hell is happening?
Here we go. Let's get the main tower up to full strength. Got Zavala on my other feed. He says, really, give them hell, Guardian.
Am I meant to walk through that? No? What was supposed to do? Stand inside? I don't know. These guys started it before I was ready. What'd you do? What'd you do? No. No, I don't know what to do. Okay. Where'd you get those things from?
They're trying to take down the support tower. Stop them.
Pretty intense. No, I don't know why they're falling though. That's what I don't understand. You stand in those areas. Oh god, did I miss? You stand in those areas to. Oh, this weapon, not using it. It feels old now, it's old. You know what I mean? Why aren't people throwing stuff at it? I don't get it. I think people are scared. Like, I didn't know what to do. I suppose it's pretty like, oh, what do I do? What do I throw it at? Oh, okay, the old, okay. Didn't get that first off. Ooh! Get rich, son! Secondary. Oh, so. Oh no, I have to use it on.
Valkyrie's up.
Valkyrie's up. I don't know what that means. Well, I guess there's a Valkyrie, I suppose. Somewhere. Where is it? Is that 100%? Well, they're tougher than normal ones, okay. Do what? Only 57? Oh shit. Oh, it's one of ours. Nice. Is he a Valkyrie or is he a Valkyrie? Is that what I've been exploding and dropping these things?
Valkyrie's ready. Go for it. Support tower under attack.
People aren't doing the throwing thing. Well, one guy is, but because of that, I think I was 78% across. Well, how does it drop? Does it drop when they're in it?
support tower.
Oh shit! Well, these guys get pretty big.
And
Wow, come on, look at all
Valkyrie
these guys.
inbound. Don't let the
Try not
enemy
to, but
overtake the
Jesus.
support tower.
Come on. Give me the orbs, give me the orbs.
Zach,
86%,
taking
is that it?
initiative.
I'm using that. See this? I like the fact that there's these big enemies though. I do like that.
Heads up. Valkyrie inbound. Clear that tower, Guardians. They're choking your arc supply.
Right, we're not going to make it. People haven't been thrown fast enough, because people haven't been thrown at all, some of them. Did we do it? Oh, we did it. Defeat champion. Oh, there's a Valkyrie there, okay. That's what it meant. Okay, fair enough. Shit.
Cooking up a heavy frame. Here it comes.
I need to get these to get. Oh, wow, fuck. I've got overload on. Shit. No, it's okay. I've got it on. Oh, I don't have it on. Shit. Come on, give me an auto rifle, you fuck. Sorry, sorry about the language. Come on, come on. Man, this is so slow. I hate how slow Destiny is at loading. Where is it? Where is it? I need to know anyway. There it is. I don't want to put it on that one. Put it on this one. No, this has got Rampage, Dragonfly. I ain't got a Dragonfly spec on it. Okay, let's just try it. I just want to have it on just
Nice
so that I've got
work.
one then.
Rasputin's sending out updates to his submines. A new satellite is online. I always tell him he spends too much time talking to himself.
It's
But he
32
doesn't think
minutes.
it's funny.
Is that
Or
it?
maybe he does.
All that and that's what we
Hard
get.
to tell.
Man, Destiny have become little bitches, aren't they? And when you used to get exotics for doing, you know, what they called the flagged not flashpoints. Fucking sorry about the language. Ah, what they call guys when you do a goddamn defender flag thing. Yeah. You got what if you did like 20 of them, you get like one about every 16 to 20 of them you did on heroic. You'd have to turn them heroic, and then after that you'd you know, I want to get a what's that? Does that do it again? Oh right, okay, you can activate surf towers. Well, let me carry on with missions for now, guys, because these surf towers must be part of the main quest. So I guess you can come back and do those to fill out some of the quests. Right, I'm gonna die by doing this. Oh, I don't want to look at map. Look how slow it is. Look how slow it is. Oh. My disk drive don't work. My hard drive's really slow. Destiny is really slow. What I really don't like about it as well, guys, is that I don't know if, like, when you download a big update with DLC, it has to like download. Say it's a 5 gig upgrade. Say you've got 60 gig free on your hard drive, and the new update is 5 gig or 9 gig. You have to have the 9 gig plus whatever the entire game is. So 60 gig's not enough. I've had like 80 gig free before. and I've not had enough room to install an update, even though the update itself is only like a couple of gigabytes. Is that insane or what? Hey? Come on, I'm not really asking, you know it is. So the bunker's activated, so what does that mean? I'll tell you what we'll do. Just real quick guys, I need to do this because I'm just curious about something. Well, not curious really, but I just want to... Come on, look at this load time. This is nuts. So I got the catalyst for that Lumina, but it's a shit gun, so I don't know whether to ever spend time getting it. You have to like heal players with it. You probably have to heal like probably like a couple hundred in total. Do you know what the main problem with the exotics that they've re-released in Destiny 2 from Destiny 1? They've changed them, and the problem is often the Destiny 1 versions were much better. I just want to kill a few of these because I'm just curious on the... Yeah, this is a problem as well. The loading guns takes a shitload of time these days. It's the new DLC. Something about it's a bit twitchy. One dude. Oh, maybe there's some... You know what, guys? Maybe there's some guys downstairs. What do you reckon? Ooh. This is a really nice gun. I never know which... I've got all the... I like the black one. To be honest, out of all of them, I like the Destiny 1 version skins much better. It had like an actual... it was like white and black and grey and sort of stretched out with like an Ace of Spades card on it. It was really cool. It's better than all these. Way better than all these. The chicken one is like way better than that. But anyway, I did try the gold for a bit. I think I like the black one, but let's go back to gold. Man, it's okay. I love the hand cannon. I love big chunky ones. I like the square barrel, the square chambers as well. I like them when they're really square. What's the game? There were 4 of them, like 3 on PS3, or at least 2 on PS3, and then 1 on PS4. One of the first games that came out was like the Helghast. What's it called? You'll find that on the Helghast's planet. So I really should edit out the travel times and stuff, but I won't. I will start to do shit like that in future, guys, I promise. I used to know how to use Final Cut Pro, but this was like in 2004 I used to use it. It's changed a bit since then, plus it's probably very different. So the bunker, this is the thing that gives you the codes and stuff, isn't it? Alright, once you turn it on, you'll start to get stuff. Okay. Right. I still can't remember what that disease is called, the nanotechnology. The red shit. Damn it. I'm terrible. So, let's put this on, in case, and then let's put on... I don't know I did that. There's not going to be any bad guys who are Cabal. Man,
multiple contacts.
Okay, Rasputin, let's get you plugged in.
Fallen.
This
Why?
interface is so
Why are they
convoluted.
fallen? I don't understand.
Buy me some time.
Take
This
as
is
long
all
as you need. I
Cabal
have your
story
back.
related. If you watch the,
Damn
suppose
firewall. The access point doesn't
I was
recognize
going
my
to say, I
login.
suppose like. Did I remove? Errant Eye. Wow, not seen that stuff in a while. There's the upgraded stuff. I keep deleting shit like that 'cause it's so old, but I might keep it and see how the older. My favourite armor set. They've never re-released it. It's the one that you get in the campaign that's all knackered, but then you get a good version later. It's absolutely beautiful. The shape and design of it, it's amazing. And I looked at the weapon and then forgot to take in the information I needed. Alright. They release all these new weapons that are just like, okay, first of all they should be releasing like new designs instead of just reskinning old designs. And second of all, if they're going to use old designs, use the better ones. Like the hand cannons, the Luna Howl and shit. I don't have any of those, so I couldn't be bothered with the other one. What's the higher version? The Luna's Howl and whatever the other one is. Well, basically, they were big and thick and chunky. They looked awesome. And they should have, you know, if you're going to do an old hand cannon, do one that's like really looks amazing. That's sure a bad idea. This auto rifle feels weak. I don't know. I'm missing everything for starters. I know that much. But what? Oh, these are. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I thought these are. They are fallen. These, I don't know if it's the sound or they feel a bit weak, these weapons. Oh, mate, 61. Oh, right, yeah, because I'm. Okay, I get it. Oh, why is that not got? Oh, right, it's probably got taken off because of the. Yeah, I get it. Full auto rampage. I suppose rampage could stay on a little bit longer. I love the sniper version of that. It looks amazing. I've started using snipers ever since I found it. Well, got it. I might have had it a while, but I don't snipe. Not in. I used to snipe. I started to snipe in PvP back in Trials, and I got really good at it. But I don't like sniping in Crucible, generally speaking. It's not worth the brutal learning curve it costs and the amount of deaths just to snipe people. As long as it's worth it. Oh shit. Oh, some good kills with that though. What I could do with though is better weapons. Should be using better weapons. No. I should be checking out my damn it. This thing. Rocket launchers, linear fusion rifles, solar, machine gun, okay, shit. All that time. Damn it. I don't think I've got hand cannon reload on this. Oh, I do. Shit, yeah. It's still not fast, is it? Got it on twice. That's not bad. Does it stack though, that one? I mean, you can put it on twice, but I don't know if that means it stacks or just lets you put it on twice. I don't know. Ooh. Hello, baby. I like this big fallen dude. I like having nice sort of. I just wish they dropped stuff instead of nothing, or when you kill 20 of them you get some blue shit from a chest. I can't believe what Destiny. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. This has been nothing but a complaining, whinging session, hasn't it? I'm so sorry.
Connection locked. Good to
Ooh,
see you,
what's
Guardian.
this?
Indeed. Anna, are you certain we can't operate this bunker from the tower?
Interfacing
Sort of
Rasputin's
offer.
mainframe with these systems is the only way we'll get the firepower we need.
Hopefully the Warmind remembers where to point said firepower.
You think he'll miss?
I'm more concerned with whether it will pull the trigger.
He is a Warmind, Zavala. He
Save
understands
humanity, did he?
mistakes.
Rasputin has been silent for too long while Guardians hold the line.
You gotta have a little faith.
Faith is self-evident. If it's between you and Rasputin, I'll put my faith
Ooh,
in you.
words of power, baby.
Listen, he's on our side.
Then I hope
I do
it
know all the
proves me
lore
wrong.
about why they're theorising why he didn't fire, but why he didn't defend humanity. He shut off and hid. I get it, but still, it seems, I don't know. It's like he just couldn't win against the darkness, not even close to powerful enough. Okay, restore Rasputin's connection. Wow, this is so cool. The armor's so bad. It's so fucking horrendous. This cloth is brown for starters and it's shitty cloth. What are they doing? Sorry guys, I've just moaned about complaining but the problem is that they've really lost the touch. Since Destiny 2 came out, they've been using reskins since year 1 of weapons, and they've been using shit weapons and reskins of armor. Destiny 1 were better. They were just better. Better armor, better everything. I like this set, and I like this. There's some really nice sets. Like all these sets that I've got, I really like. That's why I've got them on me. And there's so many others that I like, but you look at Destiny 1 sets, they were just looked better. They were just awesome. Oh, they look so good. And they've got this certain look in Destiny, which I appreciate. But like they could, like I said, they could take inspiration from Warhammer and have like, you know, mimic sets and shit. Like Grey Knight set, you know, Space Marine stuff. That'd be awesome. Okay. So where you get encrypted Warmind bits. Oh, okay, right. These are. I have to buy them. Okay. What's this then? Oh, it's not fully upgraded yet. Okay, it's not fully active. Upgraded, active. What now? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. $500. Show them into the bunker interface to optimize power subroutines and earn rewards. Oh, I have to get 500 of those before I can even do that. Oh right, I can acquire that. Oh, is that free? Maybe that's what I've got to do. Oh, I got a chipset. One chipset did I get? And flash a smile that matches like the Seraph bunker's up and running for the first time since Dark Age. We're not ready for Almighty yet, but it's a good first step. So they talk about Seraph, so this is since the Dark Age. So the thing that concerns me is this is set a few thousand years after the darkness attacked, and look at the technology we've got. We've got near light spaceship travel. We've got really awesome weapons and advanced technology and teleporters and all this shit. But during the Golden Age, this is a few thousand years after the darkness, but during the Golden Age, our technology was so advanced, and we've lost all that, most of it, like 98, 99, almost 100%. So imagine what we had during Dark Age. Now, what concerns me is that I bet the weapons from this bunker don't reflect that, even though it's meant to be Dark Age technology. Dark Age technology is considerably faster. Okay, Seraph Warsaw Network. Big Red and I need and updating the Seraph Network, whole system and benefit, we promise. Okay. Rasputin needs to re-establishing the wall side defense system. Acquire chipsets by purchasing several upgrades, then spend those chipsets to increase your Rasputin integration level. Reach level 1 and claim it. Okay. Exchange for... What do I exchange it for? Do I exchange it for an upgrade this? Or do I use the chipset to do this? Oh, no adventure. Okay, so things are becoming like more active now. I'm going to leave it there, guys, because this is 50 minutes of me complaining, and I feel really bad about that. Not really. No, I do, guys. I do. Oh, what's this? Nice. So, this is... I like the fact that there's something to do, like the Rasputin stuff. But it's just the same as all the other seasons. We had some sort of vendor that had like special weapons and shit to do. It's cool, but it's a little bit old. So... Ooh, match unstoppable. I like, yeah, it sounds like a cool quest. I'll do that as an additional one, guys, because it's 50 minutes already. So, oh, nice. Oh, that looks pretty good, but in that, just the upgraded version of the armor, no, it's not that nice, actually. That helmet looks shit. I thought it looked cool because it looks different, but no, that is terrible looking armor. Exclusive universal armor, that looks shit. Should I be playing Trials? Should I play Trials? Would you want to see me play Trials? You know, I'll put that in the description, guys, because Jesus, you know, I ain't really been talking to you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. We will do all this. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm so sorry this is so long. I probably won't, but maybe I'll go through and maybe edit in small pieces. I don't know. I probably won't do that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you do watch, I appreciate it, guys, and thanks for those that subscribe and stay with me, guys. Look, I know I'm a shit channel. I get it. I mean, I could be good, and I've had like 3 years to become good, but I just, guys, I'm so ill, and it's the type of illnesses that don't seem apparent at first, but that impact your life in such massive ways. It's absolutely brutal. You know, it's absolutely brutal. It just diminishes every... Just imagine not being able to eat. Imagine how comforting food is in general. You know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. So, cheers.